Alright, hello there. We're going to trust this thing's working, and I'm just going to get going. I don't know. I just don't know. I want this video to be, I think my goal anyway, is for me to just get this video out. For me to do something. I want to be a more prominent influencer in the sense. I want to be more encouraging to people than I feel like I am a lot of the times. And granted, I'm starting to see that some of what I do and don't do, I think there are things I do that are encouraging to people that I just am so blind I can't see. And God is starting to point some things out to me. And it's really interesting because, like, I don't know if you'll be able to see and resonate with this, but it's almost like the difference is not that I can't do things, or not that I can't be encouraging, or that I can't do in some or speak well or write well. It's not that I can't do these things, it's that I do them here and there and kind of intermittently, and never for very long, or there's always some kind of thing, and I disqualify them, I invalidate them, I take away from the goodness of them by saying they're less than or not. And then I don't even see the good. I literally call good bad. And I see the bad and I find comfort in it because it's usual and I call it good. Oh, it's me. I just pray to God, Maybe I'm a little bit of a hopeless romantic when it comes to Jesus, but I think it's because I spent most of my life being instructed and how to do this or that, but never in like the things I needed to grow up in, Like, I was never really taught how to have a friend. I was never really taught how to have friends, like more than one. I was never taught how to relate to people and what it looked like or could be like. Now, these are all things I've had to learn and grow into. And same as with Christ. I never was really taught how to relate to him and to be with him. Now as I live and breathe and grow, I see more how similar he is in his bodily appearance, his Christ-likeness, to people I see around every day. And I strive to be with him. And because I've been about this business only more and more, when I wake up and I'm having a bad morning, and trust me, I have them, I can't do anything but go to him. And I mean, I'm doing things, don't get me wrong, like every morning I have a bad morning, I'm usually getting up, I'm getting out of bed, I'm going somewhere, whether it's to work or someplace. I've got a thing I've got to do and a place I've got to be and a thing I got to do when I get there. Usually. And most of the time when I'm having a bad day, I'm able to get myself up, even if it's late and I'm slow, and I'm able to get there, and I may not be able to people right away very well, if at all. But I get there and I start getting things done, and I take one step at a time, and I go super slow, irritatingly slow. And the whole time that I feel the sadness, the badness, or the pain, or whatever, I'm like, Jesus, please. Jesus, please. My whole spirit is like this little bundle of baby wrapped up in sweet goodness. But I can't take care of it very well. I can't feed it. And I'm not going to sacrifice it to Moloch. So I take this bundle that I have of me, and I take my spirit and I put it before Jesus, Because even though I'm not completely, like, it's very hard to explain because I believe I'm unable to take care of myself. I believe sincerely that I can't make myself breathe. I can't make myself, like, be able to have the muscle, sinews, and the tension to make them move so I can take a step. I believe that I'm not able to emotionally regulate by myself. I believe that it takes me forever to do even the simplest right thing. I mean, I believe I'm a mess and I'm I'm fallen and I'm struggling and it's hard. And I know that if I just try and claw my way out by myself, I will get nowhere. I will not be able. I can fight against the goats all I want, but it will still just strike me and hold me down. And I know that in the beginning of wanting, in the beginning of being with Christ, is a surrender. It's an honest, if not repentant, surrender. I have to get to this place so many mornings where I'm like, Jesus, I just can't do this. I don't know how I'm going to make it. But I trust you in that, I'll be able to take the next step. I trust you in that even if I feel like my mind's so clouded and fogged with pain or hatred or whatever, I trust that you'll give me the right words and the proper spirit to renew a right spirit within me. And I have to go through this. It gets very old. And if there's anything I'm learning, it's that this stuff isn't painful for no good reason. I don't know how to explain to you very well that I believe it's all for a reason, because I don't know how to quantifiably, according to our cultural context of what is measurably and scientifically good, prove to you that my pain is not for nothing. That the work I do is not in vain. I don't know how to prove this very well to you, and if I ever am, it will be with gentleness and love and kindness, not from a place of pompous, I got it right, look at me, kind of arrogance. I don't even know where I'm going with this. But if you're watching, thank you. I know I wanted to do this simply because I wasn't doing it. I'm kind of a creative person. I mean, I didn't make those on my wall, but I love the way they look. I had to choose them. And I have art all over my apartment that reflects the kind of colors and the way I like to see things. And sometimes I do watercolors to try and emulate things. I'll write words. I'm good with words, and then I'll watercolor and I'll gel pen craft, and I'll grease pen this and color pencil that, and I'll write things, poems even sometimes. Though a little less than on the poems. And it just seems like I've stopped it all. And then even when it comes to this channel, I feel like I'm lax because I'm getting all caught up in what it means to try and actually have a good channel. To have the appropriate thumbnails that attract the attention of the eyes so people can see something interesting and want to click it. And having the right audio so I'm always able to be heard, and making sure I have the appropriate software and hardware so that I will never be lost and I can always stay stable. And in turn, by focusing on all these things, it seems like I've done so much research and been so interested in the research, I've not done any actual producing. And I was watching a few YouTube videos, and this kind of ideology cropped up that it's possible to lose out on our creativity because we're not just putting stuff out there, and because we're not actively engaging the moments and the things and the time we have. Excuse me. Mm. I wonder how good the mic picked that up. For those of you who have been watching with any regularity, out of the 30 subscribers I have, thank you. I think if you've paid good attention at all, you'll notice that I have not actually photo or video edited really any of my videos. They're all continuous, singular flowing videos. So it's not because that's the only way. It's mostly because I don't have video editing software. I can't afford it, and I don't know how very well. Like I'm learning with some free software, but I don't have the creative brain to really learn in depth. So, but all that to say, maybe I'll cut that cough out somehow, and maybe this will be a little better without it. I digress. I think the bottom line is, thank you for watching and viewing. If you think about it, pray for me and my creative process. Because I know that success is not measured, in my mind, it would be easily measured by the amount of likes and follows and the audience collective that I have. But that is not what measures success, truly. And there are probably several different ways. The only way I can think of now is one of this reels Preston Morrison put out there where he said, success is obedience to God, but at God's pace. So, and the idea for me in application to this would be, I'm going to be obedient to God by trying to be creative and to do the little things. Making videos that are, this is at 12 minutes, but it's probably going to go to 15, that are 15 minutes long of me rambling and about whatever and talking about this and that and coughing and drinking pop and maybe walking around and being followed by my gimbal. I don't necessarily have great worldly value, but I'm putting myself into a creative form. I'm channeling energy and power that God has given me to be creative. And it doesn't matter if I get all the followers in the world, because I really want to be pleasing my Father. Ecclesiastes 3:11, I think it is. He has put eternity in man's heart, but so that he would not know the end, so that he would not know the end from the beginning. God is what is the eternity that's supposed to fill our hearts. And I think it was Augustine that said, "My soul is restless until it finds rest in you." And I want to be about that. I need to know that I've been let down so many times. And there's been a lot of hurt in my life. I am just tired of that. Tired of looking to people to be all the eggs in my basket. And Jesus made the basket and gave me the eggs. It's about appropriation of what is true. It's about understanding and recollecting what is right. I'm trying to do this, but one step at a time. I can only do one thing at a time. And right now, the videos I watched on YouTube that I thought were encouraging me to get out of my creative funk, my lazy creativity, I just gotta do it, Just do something. And this is that. Thanks be to God, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.